We all know what it feels like when we're under stress. And we all know the long-term things we should be doing to help us function better under stress. Exercising, meditating, eating better, and getting more sleep. All of those things are wonderful, and I encourage you to do them. However, in the moment when stress attacks us and we feel incapacitated, we feel overwhelmed, I'd like to teach you a simple shift that will allow you to function much more optimally, even in the moments when you are feeling stressed. And I use that word shift because that's the memory device that I want you to remember for the 5 steps in this process. S.H.I.F.T. The S is for saying yes. When we feel stressed or uncomfortable, and our instinct is to say no to whatever is coming. The deadline's been moved up. Your child forgot something crucial at school and you're going to have to leave work and go take it to them. When we feel that crunch, we tend to say no in our mind and in our body to everything around us. So just for a moment, I'd like you to go into that place and just say no. Just say no to something that you don't want to experience. I'm sure that you will feel not only your mind constricting, but also your body. From this place of constriction, we literally cannot see or feel our way forward to deal with and handle the stress that has been dumped on us. So we want to cultivate the habit of saying yes. So think for a moment of something you do want in your life, something approaching you that you would like to embrace and have more of. And with your whole body and mind, just say yes. And now you are experiencing a completely different mind-body continuum. When you say yes in your body and in your mind, you then are able to see and feel the ideas that will be the solution to the stresses that are coming at you that you feel are overwhelming you. All the other 4 steps in our 5-step process depend on the first step being saying yes. From that saying yes body, lots of good things can come. So if all you remember is that first step, you're already ahead of the game. The second step, the H, is for hum. Now this might seem silly, but studies show that singing relieves stress. Now if you're at work or in a public place, you probably can't burst into song. However, wherever you are, you can do a little humming. You could do or just anything. You can pick a song that you always use. You can make up a melody as you go along. If you're alone in your office, go ahead and sing a song that you find calming or empowering. But I promise you, from that saying yes place, if you are able to vocalize in a positive way, you're going to be releasing endorphins and other hormones that are proven to help you deal with stress. Third step is inhale. Just breathe. Very often when we are stressed, the first thing that changes is our breath, and we feel that constriction of saying no really impeding our ability to breathe. If you can, place one hand or both hands here on the back of your body where your lungs actually are, and try to feel expansion in the back as well as in the front. Studies show that oxygenating your bloodstream improves both focus and mood. So once you have said yes and connected to your vocalization, inhaling will seem like the most natural thing in the world. If you're making a vocal sound, you're going to be motivated to inhale. I just want you to do it consciously. So when I say yes, hum, inhale, the inhale is a nice deep breath in that saying yes place that allows your whole torso, your shoulders, your back, your whole body to expand on that inhalation. Fourth step, F, is a mental shift And what I want you to do is focus on the possible. You thought I was going to say positive. But you know, the truth is that when you're stressed out, finding anything positive in your mind is almost impossible. So don't even try to do that. It's a recipe for failure. Instead, focus on the possible. You may not be able to move forward in the way that you had planned to because of this new stress, but that doesn't mean that it's impossible to move forward. So even if a step is tiny or it's in a different direction, if you open your mind and body and focus on the idea that, okay, what's next? Okay, this is not where I wanted to be. This is stressful. I can't do what I wanted to do, but something is possible. And once you focus on something that works, that's going to lead you to other things that work, and then you'll find a new path out of that stressful place. Try to lose the habit of labeling whatever is stressful as bad. Instead, just think of it as the next thing so that you are able to shift your focus and see what's possible. If stressful negative thoughts persist, then repeat steps 1 through 3, saying yes, humming, and inhaling, so that you can shift your focus to something that is possible to do next. We've released tension, created an expansive breath, shifted our focus, and now I want to connect you to your core power, allowing you to move with authority and conviction even in times of extreme stress. That power is housed in the pelvis, the pelvic powerhouse of your body. You don't need to understand all the anatomy to be connected to the true source of power of your body. If you just sit in a chair and take each hand and put it under your pelvis, you'll be able to feel the bottom of the pelvis called the sitting bones. And you will feel them pressing against your fingers. If you tilt the bottom of the pelvis backward, you're going to feel those bones tilt away from the center of your body in the back. If you tuck your body and tilt the bottom of your pelvis forward, you're going to feel the sitting bones rolling underneath you. What we're looking for is sitting bones that connect straight down into the chair. Now, as I did that, you probably noticed that I sat up straighter, but not because I pushed myself into some kind of upright military posture with my chest forward, but simply because engaging the musculature of the outside of the pelvis allows you to connect to your body in a completely different way. And all the muscles that support the spine release into length. Your head is better supported. Your body is better oxygenated. And you feel calmer and more powerful at the same time. Now, if you have to remain seated when you are under stress, you can do all 5 steps in a seated position. Or if the stress comes when you are standing up, you can do all 5 steps upright, even the part about taking your seat, because that energized position of the pelvis with the sitting bones pointing at the floor is where we want our pelvis to be all the time, sitting or standing. So even if you're standing when you're under stress, I want you to feel as if you're about to sit down, as if you're about to take your seat. And after having done the first 4 steps, saying yes, humming, inhaling, finding the possible, then you are ready to connect to your power and approach whatever it is that is causing you stress in a very different way. Cultivating a posture connected to the pelvic powerhouse will literally help you focus on the possible. Train yourself to bring your center of gravity lower to where the true power in your body is, and let all of your dynamic actions radiate out from this centered core. All of us experience stress every day, but it doesn't have to be debilitating. even in our most stressful moments, with these 5 steps, we can remain confident and productive.